Assalamualaikum dan selamat kembali ke XPAXKEK Kejohanan Isukan Campus. Wow, semangat dia lain macam lah kat UiTM Puncak Alam ni, I suka lah. Nama saya Kian Azman dan saya akan mengacarakan XPAXKEK pada hari ini. Dan sebelum tu saya nak ucapkan terima kasih kepada Dia Aizat sebab tadi dia lah yang jadi host sebab saya ada urusan kat luar. And now I am taking over. Dan sebagaimana anda semua di rumah dan anda semua di sini ketahui, XPAXKEK Kejohanan Isukan Campus ini dicetuskan oleh XPAXKEK dan ini adalah anjuran bersama di antara My Game On, Kitaman dan Universiti Teknologi Mara Puncak Alam dengan kerjasama Predator, Sadus dan Mobile Legends E-Project. Dan dengan ini saya nak ucapkan ribuan terima kasih kepada barisan penaja kita dari Boost, Cadbury 5 Star, Mountain Dew dan juga Todak. Berikan mereka tepukan yang gemuruh tuan-tuan dan puan-puan. Tanpa barisan penaja kita memang tak terjadilah XPAXKEK Kejohanan Isukan Campus. Dan tak lupa juga kepada rakan rasmi kita dari Media Prima, Media Prima Digital, Media Prima Labs, SAIS, Oh Bulan, TV3, 8TV, TV9, Harian Metro, Fly FM, Hot FM, One FM dan juga The Lucky. Okey, tadi korang dah tengok 4 pusingan untuk game Mobile Legends. Macam mana? Since orang kat rumah tak boleh jerit pada I nak tanya pada korang lah. How was the first 4 rounds tadi? Okey tak? Okey itulah, I sempat datang nak tengok the last match tadi, the 4th match sahaja. But I heard tadi memang gila, memang intense. And that is how we do it di XPAXKEK Kejohanan Isukan Campus. Korang dah ready ke belum ni? Tu move on dengan agenda kita. Dah ready ke? Langsung tak ready ni. Dah ready ke belum? Perfect. Baiklah, sekarang kita nak beralih pula kepada educational talks di mana anda boleh meniba ilmu tentang the gaming sector. Macam-macam tentang gaming yang kita akan pelajari. Bukan sekadar daripada sudut pandangan seorang gamer profesional. Tapi kita nak dengarkan talks daripada game developers juga. Because in this whole hall, we are filled with people of all sorts of expertise. Orang yang power main game. Orang power buat game. Macam-macam lah. Jadi korang memang bernasib baiklah datang hari ni because you are going to gain a lot of knowledge. Dan sekarang ni, for our very first talk of the day, saya nak invite seorang gaming developer. So if you have always wanted to make your own game, you are going to love this session. Ladies and gentlemen, berikan tepukan yang gemuruh untuk DC Gan.
Hello. Hello. Good afternoon.
Afternoon. How are you, DC?
I'm good. I'm good. How about you?
Wonderful. Now that you are here,
yes,
even better lah. So DC, before we begin, what will you be sharing with them today?
Today, mainly is about the whole game development cycle. What should we expect and what are the things that we need to do? Yeah, in order to be a game developer and how to make a game. Yeah, that's the most basic thing.
There you go. And DC Gan, look, muda je orang ni tapi dah develop game. So kalau korang pun nak buat benda yang sama, dengarlah dengan teliti. Alright, DC Gan, take the stage.
Thank you so much. So, again, good afternoon. Hello? Yeah. So, any gamers out here? Anyone play games? Woo! Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so, okay. Today I'm going to share more on how to make games and what is it like to be a game developer. So, let's go to the first slide. My friend over there. Yep. Is the slide ready? So, yeah, okay. So, hi, I'm DC Gan. I'm from Magnus Game Studio. I'm the founder together with my brother. So, we make games, but it is not like the first day or the first year we make games. We make games for the past 8, 9 years and we failed many, many times because we thought that games are easy to make. It is fun to play, right? Games are so fun to play, you know, Mobile Legends, like just now, it was so intense, the games. But it is a different story to be a game developer itself. So the next slide, I would like to introduce our core team members. So we have, we started with me and my brother, 2 of us, and now we have grown more than 30 people in the studio. So, so how do we grow and what does it take to be a game developer? So the next one, I would like to say this is the game that we're making. It's called Re-Legend. Re-Legend is a simulation RPG game, which we will show in the next slide. So we have done a lot of things in order to make this game a game that people are going to know in overseas, because it is a Malaysian-made game. So it is very hard for Malaysians to showcase their game in the international market. So how do we do it? So we do it through a few things. So we introduce the game in the international platform. It's called the Square Enix Collective. So it is a platform where people put their games up there and to let people evaluate. Then we move into Kickstarter. Anyone know what is a Kickstarter? Yes? No? Okay. Kickstarter is a fundraising platform, because a lot of people in the world, when they have some ideas, when they want to do something, they want to make a game, but there will always be a problem where you got no money, right? We got no startup capital. Our family is not too rich. So how do we do it? We go through these kind of platforms. It's called a Kickstarter platform, where it kickstarts your ideas. So we make our own pitch and put it up on Kickstarter, and from the global market, people are going to pledge. So we managed to pledge around 2 million in just less than 28 days. So we are also the most funded project in Southeast Asia, and also the only Malaysia project so far. So yeah, this is the way that we need to prepare ourselves if there is no fundings from home, from family, from government, or from the company. So the next slide, I will show that last year we did a global publishing announcement with the 505 games from Italy. Anyone play Stardew Valley? Yeah? No? Yes? No? But you guys know the game? Yeah, that's a publisher. So we are also the first Malaysian company to have signed a global publishing deal with them. So the next slide, we are going to talk about video game development. So video game development is a process of making a video game, right? So you have to visualize your ideas and a concept that you have in mind, and then you design it, you develop it, you build it, and you test it with people before you even launch the game out there. So this is a whole big cycle. It can be a team of 1 and 100. Some people make games with only 1 people. That's what we call an indie team. So, and as you grow into a studio, then you grow into a corporate. So that is how you start your journey as a 1-man team or 2-man team. Find a few people that love making games. You have the knowledge there. Some have the technical skills, some they have the ideas. So this is how you start making a group of people. And how we started was, during my time, when I was younger, 10 years ago, there isn't a lot of game courses out there. So how do we start and learn about the game industry? So we Google it, we YouTube it, you know, we just want to get the knowledge out there. How to start? So we failed many times. So let's go to the next slide. This is the whole manufacturing process of how to make a game. It is a very standard thing. No matter you are making a Mobile Legend or a PUBG or a Final Fantasy, any title you name it, this will be the very fundamental process. Because there are always a pre-production, a production, and a post-production. I use our game, Real Legend, as a topic because it is very easily to be visualized. Like in pre-production, what do? We have the concept in mind. So some people doesn't have technical skills. So, but we have ideas. We want the game to be A, we want the game to be B, you know, we want the character to be macho, we want it to be very westernized or very local. So those are ideas. Those things fall under the pre-production. So after you got that, you go into the game design document. It's what we call a GDD. It's a very important thing because that is where you document every single thing before you go into production. This is to make sure everyone knows what's happening in the team. Or else everyone is going to be like, I feel like the ball needs to be blue. And your designer feels like it's going to be red. You know, someone's going to feel it's going to be yellow. So there's no uniting each other up. So GDD, which is the game design document, is something that you need to update very frequently. So like for our game, we focus on the PC simulation RPG. So we set the title. Then we say, what should we include in the game? Like, for example, we have farming, fishing, combats, and different kinds of features. So these are the things that we lock down. for the first time. We started the game. And after that, we'll try a lot of things and we will do something we call a prototype. Prototype is you can use a box to replace your 3D models to see if it works, to see if the game is fun. After everything is validated, then we move into something we call the production, which we amplifies the core features, which is the farming, fishing, combat. Like what you see in the picture, we have this kind of concepts in, we know what we want for this biome, for this map, what are the props, what are the plants, what are the animals in it. So these are the things that we need to prepare even before we started into the production. Or else everyone is going to be, so I should do this or this. Your teams are going to start raising a lot of questions because there's a lot of uncertainties. And as you look at the arrows, it's a back and forth thing. So when you think the pre-production is done and you go into production, you found that it's not fun. Because the fundamental for making game is the fun factor. Same goes to the food, a restaurant. The fundamental for a restaurant is the food must be delicious. It must be tasty. So it is the same as making games. So the fundamental of games is to make a fun game. So after the production cycle, where you start putting in the 3D models, the art assets, rendering and optimizations, then you go into the post-production, which is playtesting, debugging. Anyone play test a game before? No? Alpha, beta? Have you joined any beta games before? Early access on Steam? Yes. Those are what we call the post-production. Because we play the game, we give feedbacks, and we post about the bugs. Balancing, like some heroes are too OP, and some are just too, we don't even need to exist in the game. And some weapons are so good, and some weapons are so bad. So this is where we developers start to look at all your comments and start to make the balancing in game. So we have to consistently update the game to make sure that people are enjoying the game. Instead of people are seeing a lot of problems and then just drop off. Unless you want to be that kind of developer who just one shot, I make the game, I close project, and I go for a new project. So that will also ruin your reputation. Because making game is very different from other conventional business. It is building a trust between you and your player base. Okay? So after all those things, you'll see this is the result. You put everything into the game itself. You're creating life, you're creating a core, you're creating what you have in mind to make it an actual proper product. So that is how you start making your game ready for shipping. So let's go to the next slide. As you can see, why game design document is important? Why? Right? It's because a small idea, if you have a Tetris idea in mind, it is easy to tell people what you have in mind. You just tell your friends that, like Candy Crush, I want a few same colors to twist and combine, and then it disappeared and I add points. So it is easy to interpret your ideas this way. But try to interpret a Final Fantasy idea to your friends. Do you think you can tell it verbally? It is very impossible. So this is a best way to keep the team updated with the latest information about the game direction. Is it going to be medieval? Is it going to be hack and slash? Is it going to be turn-based? Everyone need to be on the same page, or else everyone is going to have a different kind of imagination towards the creativity. If you don't believe me, try closing your eyes now. Close your eyes now. Close, close, close. Okay? Think of a fruit in your mind. Any fruit. Okay? All right. Have your fruit in your mind now? Okay. Apple? No apple? Any orange? Strawberries? Yeah, some 1, 2, So some people, everyone will have different kind of imaginations in mind. That is what we call creativity. So if we don't have a very clear direction of what to do for a game, everyone will end up a different thing. Maybe a paladin with a bow, a magician with a sword. Do you think it makes sense? This will create a lot of redoing the design again and again. So this will always be very, very crucial when you start making a game. So let's go to the next one. Okay, so this is a little test. Two brothers from a mushroom town wearing a red and green with a mustache on a journey to save a princess. What game is this? Yeah, Super Mario, right? So this is the core direction, all right? So this is what we need to let our teams know. This is the main direction. How about the second one? 10 players divided into 2 teams and they either attack or defend their base to see which team wins. What game is this? Some Dota, some Mobile Legend, you know, League of Legends. So this is where you see the importance of a GDD. When we have a big idea, people are gonna know, oh, this game is this game is that. But when it breaks down into smallest details, you won't know which game is it. Because it is too vast, too many things to understand and to know. The next one, the third one, you jump, we still have one, yeah, you jump out of a plane in the middle of the sky with 100 people. You eliminate them and you get a chicken meal. So yeah, so the keyword, this is the game design that I want to have. So that's why everyone knows that, okay, I kill people, after that, I will get chicken meal. So I'll get my food. So yeah, this is gonna be the important thing. So without this, you won't know what game it is. So this is what the message we need to tell all our core team members so that everyone is on the same page. So that everyone knows it is a chicken meal. It's not the fish, it's not the mushroom soup, it's not the pizza. So this is the importance of having a game design document updated always for your team member. Okay? So, okay, the next one. All right, after we have all those skills that we need, all those important things, you know, technical skills, we got 3D artists, we got a group of people, we got the talents. So what's next? The next thing that I want to touch a bit is about the mindset. A lot of people say that, alah, Malaysia tak boleh lah, Malaysia tak cukup kuat lagi, we cannot make games, right? A lot of people will say that, ayah, Malaysia. But do you go YouTube? You play games on Steam? That's a global thing. You are actually doing things in the global, but you're having a mindset saying that I am a Malaysian, so we cannot make games. Does it make sense? No, right? So it is about how much you want to do it. Now internet is so broad. You can go online, you can Google anything. You can do so many things online. So you go, you know, Google anything that you want to know, and you go to YouTube, you watch US, you know Donald Trump, you know a lot of international news. So what stops us from bringing what we wanted to the global? Nothing. It's about mindset. It is just about how we position ourselves. So this is a lot what I get a lot from students, from friends, from smaller indie developers. They say that we are not advanced enough, you know, and a lot of them don't take things seriously. I do it when I have money. When I don't, I work. Or I just chill. I wait when I have more money, then I continue my journey. So nowadays, a lot of people do it like a hobby. Instead of a dedication that you have in mind, that you want to grow it, you really want to make an awesome game. And also, like I said, no funding, no games. I just sit and wait. So since we're indie, we just sit, you know, we take forever. We keep working for 3 years, 5 years, 7 years until I feel that the game, okay, I can release it. But the time when you think you're done, well, your game might be outdated. So there's a lot of things and concerns need to be having in mind. And a lot of people doesn't understand the whole cycle loop, which means that a lot of people create games and they launch it and they're happy, yeah, you know, we make games, then what's next? Yeah, should I market it or I just sit and wait, someone might play my game and I go famous? So this is the kind of mindset that a lot of people are having. So they enjoy making games, but they are not ready to bring a game industry to be a business, to build. Because you can't just depend on your family forever. You know there's a shelter at home. But one day you're going to get older, you're going to get married, you're going to have children, families, and also your team members. One day they will say that, hey, I don't think this is the right thing to do. My family are, you know, asking me to quit because I don't get we don't get money. We can't earn a living. So this is a very important message. When you don't take things seriously, the proper return will not come to you because you are not serious in it. So what we should have in mind is a global mentality. Because now it is an industry that is about micro-international business. So which means that a small team, you no longer need to be 100 or 200 people in the team to go global. Now it's about innovation, it's about creativity, because there's no boundaries. We know the bombing in different countries. We know all the terrorists. We know all the things that happens all around the world. So nothing stops us from going global. Nothing stops us from launching things to the international market where people know more about your product. We share the same blood color anyways, so there isn't anything that should stop us. And a proper planning, like I said, learn to plan. What should we do for the game? And what's the post-production? What is the marketing roadmap? How should we let more people know about our game? What are the kind of platforms available? Leverage on big platforms and always learn from other developers, from internet. Anyone use Reddit? Yeah, you get a lot of information from Google, forums. So those are very, very good things to improve yourself. And stay small. Always stay small. Don't expand, because one day you will regret. Because when you have 10,000 fundings, you can't just hire 4 people with 2,500 salary each for 1 month. There goes your 10,000, right? So a proper planning is very important. Maybe with the 10,000, you can be a one-man team. Outsource a project basis, artwork, a 3D modeling, so that you have certain sustainabilities for your small team. So this kind of proper planning, instead of I want to have full team of 4 people, 6 people, 10 people. Because that was how we started. We started with 2 people and we moved to 6 people only where we have money. But imagine, when you are 6 people and 8 people, you have more commitments. We screwed up a lot on our fundings. So we have to borrow monies from people. We have to refinance our houses, sell our cars, just to make this a reality. So it is not so much about a hobby, because when you think it is a hobby, people that believed in you, they have their family to feed, they have their kids, they have so many things committed. So think properly before you even want to jump into this industry. I'm not here to tell you guys that this is very hard. It is easy if you enjoy doing it. So the most important thing is this your passion? Okay? So the last thing that I want to mention is creating values. Do you guys simply buy things without looking at the price? No, right? You guys will always see, wow, 5 ringgit. Worth it? I buy. Not worth it, I put down, right? So that's the value that I say. Without a proper value that you put into your game, don't say that people don't fund your project. Because when you don't even have value on the game itself, why do people want to pay for it? Right? But a lot of people are saying that I got ideas, but people doesn't want to fund my project, so I can't make games. But it is the fact that did you add the worth and also the value to your project? It is very simple. You can buy a mineral water for 1 ringgit in Kedai Runcit. And you go shopping malls and you go those high-end restaurants, they are charging you 10 ringgit for one bottle. People still buy. Why? They feel that the value is there. It's added value. So it is up to us to make sure that we are creating value before we're asking for money. Or else people are not gonna pay for it. You yourself is consumers as well. You guys know it very well. I can't buy a coconut water for 50 bucks, right? It is too much. So how to sell a coconut for $50? Then you have to find it out. There will always be a way. So before saying that people don't want to buy your game, they don't want to play your game, always remember, is the core value there? Is the game fun? Did I create any value to my game? So that's a very important important factors to make sure that is your game good enough. So don't always blame people. Always look at yourself, re-evaluate your whole team, re-evaluate the game. Go through the process again and again. So that is how you make changes and improve. And that is how we grow from a two-man team to 6 to 10 to 30, and today now we are in the global market. So it is very important to have a mindset and also the confidence in your product. All right, so the next one. Yep, so after you have all those things, your physical skills, your technical skills, and all those things that you have in mind, and also the mentality that you have, so when you add things up, it is about creating a game. So this is the outcome of what we have done so far. So let's look at the trailer. Okay, so yeah, as you can see, it is from scratch. We have a concept. We want to make a monster taming thing, and then we start to make different kind of pre-production loops where we find what's the best thing to have in a game. Because if your game, you want to make a AAA game from the start, I don't think you can do it, because a lot of people have 300, 500 people in the company, in the studio, is what it's needed to make that kind of quality. So understand your strength of your team, understand about what's the best thing to have in a team in order to proceed, okay? So I hope you guys learned something, how to be a game developer and the reality behind what's it takes to make games, yeah. So,
oh, you're done, right?
yeah, I'm done.
Alright,
Yep.
berikan tepukan gemuruh untuk DC Gan. And untuk menjawab soalan DC, if we've learned anything, I know I learned a lot from you lah, honestly.
Thank you so much.
You know, from what I picked up daripada DC punya educational talk tadi was that kita orang we tend to, ya Allah, we tend to have a lot of alasan lah. You know, we have a lot of excuses. Nak develop game, dah ada hajat tu tapi tak nak buat sebab tak cukup duit. Allah, dapat okay. Sebab dengar abang gelak kat sini, aku pun terpandang dekat belakang ya. So yeah, technically we always have a lot of excuses macam oh tak cukup duit lah apalah, but even DC said that he had to find other alternatives as well to fund his game, ya. Baiklah, sekarang ni kita orang nak buat Q&A dengan korang because I'm pretty sure from that speech just now there's a lot of things yang korang curious about, kan. It could be a question from a girl, from a guy. I know there are a lot of aspiring game developers as well kat sini. So kalau ada apa-apa soalan, angkat tangan saja. Saya akan pergi ke anda dan berikan mic. Ni abang main gelak tadi, ada soalan ke? Ya ke? Macam I nampak korang khusyuk gila tengok tadi. Oh baru duduk tapi dengar daripada belakang kan. Any questions? Any questions at all? Come on guys. I nampak banyak muka yang potentially future game developers who would give a speech up there as well. Anyone? Okay, akak-akak kat sini tanya soalan tak? Nak develop game tak? Macam best je kan? Macam gelak tu macam ya je. Any questions? Calling once, calling. Oh ada, yes, there you go. Bagus, very good, very good. UiTM Puncak Alam bagus. Bila orang nak tanya soalan, tepuk. Tepuk, clap ya. Alright, Assalamualaikum. Namanya siapa?
Nama saya Hana.
Hello.
I am a student from UiTM Puncak Alam, and I have. Is it okay if I ask 2 questions?
Yes, sure. 2 is better than 1.
Alright. My first question is, what does your team consist of? Like, how many people are required to develop these games? Do you have people in marketing, or are there people that are into rendering? Are there specific people with specific jobs?
Okay. So, do you want to answer that question first?
Sure.
Okay. So, in a team, it's very important to have game designers. So for our core, we have producers. Because producers are the one who look after the overall project. So to make sure that everything is on time, any changes that's needed. So from there, then we go down, there are game designers. And there's art director, which is they're taking care of the 2D art assets, 3D, and then also concept art, and animation. So these are the basic things that that's needed. Then after that, we have programming team. So programming team, some are doing backends, some are UI, and some are in the main core implementations. So we will have at least this kind of basic team setups to make sure that the project can be done. So that's the production team. And for marketing side, so far we don't really need a marketing team. That is how we leverage on publishers. Because we work with publishing arms where they are good at publishing. So everyone knows that publishing, you need a lot of money because you need to pay for a lot of those kind of iklan kan. So those are what publishers should do. So think yourself as you are the manufacturer. So we are the factory. So we make games and someone is going to take our game and market it. So yes, that's the best way to cut costs, at the same time have a very sustainable team. Yep.
So my second question is, do we need prior experience to be involved in this gaming industry?
Actually, I would say no, as long as you are passionate and you know what you want. Because me and my brother, we started out Googling all the things. We watch YouTubes, we go for tutorials, and a lot of times we are using Udemy. Udemy is a very cheap kind of apps where you can download a lot of syllabus, you can study, you can learn yourself. And the most important thing is creativity. Because game is all about creating a fun experience. Without having a very good fun experience, no matter how technical you are, the game will look like a robot. So yeah, technical is important, but creativity and the gaming experience is more important.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for those 2 amazing questions, and I think DC was very clear about the answers lah.
Alright.
Okay, DC.
Yes.
So,
Welcome.
normally I would close the live on my own. But what for when I close the live on my own? Kalau kita ada special guest with me on stage.
Okay.
But before we close this live, berikan DC Gan tepukan yang gemuruh sekali lagi.
Thank you.
I think there's a lot that you shared with us already, from A to Z about developing a game. So from her questions just now, I think that if you are short-handed dalam you punya team ke, boleh contact dia lah. Kan alang-alang dekat sini je kan. Stand by, DC Gan might ask you to join his team ya. Alright, jangan pergi ke mana-mana kerana selepas ini kita akan kembali ke XPAX Kejohanan Isukan Campus dalam round quarter final pertama di antara Ultra Instinct dari Universiti Kebangsaan Malaysia versus Mustang dari Universiti Islam Antarabangsa Malaysia. Jumpa lagi selepas ini.
Thank you so much.